I am going to do a 50 questions you've never been asked tag. My friend Margaret did this, and I just thought, why not? It's fun. So, okay, question number one. What's your favorite candle scent? And I'm reading off my laptop. My favorite candle scent, I love mostly like a clean type scent or like a manly type scent. Probably my favorite would be the Bath and Body Works Mahogany Teakwood. Um, it's just like so nice and manly, and so good, so good. Which female celebrity do you wish was your sister? I had actually thought about this a little bit, and I'm gonna go with Anne Hathaway. I love her. I think she's so funny, and she's just everything she does is just gold. Which male celebrity do you wish was your brother? That one I haven't thought that much about. I'll say like Jonah Hill. Like he's pretty funny. I don't know. I think he would probably fit into the family pretty well. We all joke around and we're loud and kind of obnoxious, so I think I would go with Jonah Hill on that one. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? I've been married once. I was 21. I'm not in any hurry to get married. You got to find somebody first. So I don't know. I would say hopefully by the time I turn 40, maybe I'll be remarried. Who knows? Who knows if that's in the cards? Do you know a hoarder? Yes, I do. Can you do a split? No. Not flexible enough to do a split anymore. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? I think I was like 6 or 7, and I haven't rode a bike in so long. Like, I honestly can't tell you if I could even remember how. Like, it's been so long. I used to really like riding bikes, and I don't know why I just stopped doing it. How many oceans have you swam in? I'm gonna say one. One. I'm pretty sure one. We're gonna say one. um, how many countries have you been to? I have not left the United States. It's really sad to admit. So none. Just the one that I live in. Is anyone in your family in the army? I don't think so currently. I think they're all retired. What would you name your daughter if you had one? I have one daughter. Her name is Zoe. What would you name your son if you had one? I have two sons, Tyler and Cameron. What's the worst grade you ever got on a test? When I took chemistry in college, I actually got a 0 on a test. Like, I don't even know how that's possible, but I got one. And I worked really hard on that test too, and I still got a 0. So, fun times. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? I watched a lot of like Nickelodeon. Um, One of the first shows I remember watching was Eureka's Castle. I watched that a lot. I watched a lot of Sesame Street and Reading Rainbow. Um, I watched a lot of like PBS and Nickelodeon. So I was pretty into Eureka's Castle though. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think about this. That'd be like 1995. I don't even know. I feel like I was probably like a scarecrow or something. I remember being a scarecrow one year and getting made of like pretty harshly for it. So, I think I was a scarecrow or something like that. I wore my dad's like huge pants, and it was just like my mom put stuffing. I don't even know. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? I started reading the first book of Harry Potter. I have not gotten through it. That's on my list of things to do, but like it takes a little bit of time. So I have downloaded like all the Audible books for Harry Potter, so maybe that'll help me get to read them. I read all of the Hunger Games except for the new one. The Twilight ones I could never get into. I was a little bit too old when those came out to be into them. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Um, I think it depends on where I was living. I have a pretty solid Okie accent right now, and I don't mind it. So, um, British accents are just so extremely attractive, though. So, I'd much rather have like a French accent, though, if I could choose. I'm gonna stick with what I got, though. I think I like having my Okie accent. Did your mom go to college? Yes, she did. She has a master's degree. Are your grandparents still married? No, none of them are still married. My mom's mom and dad were not married. They had all been remarried, and my dad's mom and dad had also been remarried. And the only one that's alive is my mom's mom. So, my grandpa passed away a while back. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, but I still think I'm pretty cool. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes, I do. I love me some Kermit. What's the first amusement park you've been to? I think the very first one I went to, and it's not around anymore, was when I lived in Houston, and it was called Astro World. And I think that they still have like kind of the remnants of that. Like you can drive, and I'm pretty sure you can still see it, but it's no longer in operation. But it was really, really cool. It had all of the Looney Tune characters. It was great. Let's see. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? I would like to. I'm Chickasaw, so I know a little bit of Chickasaw, but I would love to be fluent in it. That skill is just not there for me. I've tried to, I know a little bit, like a little bit of basics, but I'm not fluent in it, which is really sad because there's not very many native speakers left. Do you spell the color as G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? I do G-R-A-Y. So, is your father bald? No. My dad still has a full head of hair. Do you know triplets? I do. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? I like them both, but me personally, I like The Notebook. It's really romantic, and I just love that movie. Have you ever had Indian food? I have not. It's not really my thing. I've tried certain like Indian flavors, and I just was not a fan. So, what's your name of your favorite restaurant? I love me some Olive Garden, y'all. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Yes, I have many times. I love me some Olive Garden. Do you belong to any warehouse stores such as Costco, BJ's, etc.? I have a Sam's Club membership. I love me some Sam's Club. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I have no idea. I've never seemed to ask them that question. If you have a nickname, what is it? Jen, Jeep, Mom, Mommy, Mama, Loser. Hey you. I'm sure probably some that are not super appropriate, but those are the ones that come to mind. Let's see. Who's your favorite person in the world? My babies. I love my babies. They're like my whole reason for being my favorite little people. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? Rural for sure. Country, if I get a choice. I love it out here in the country. So quiet, so peaceful. You get to take in all the beauty of the atmosphere around you, and it's my favorite place to be. Can you whistle? I can, not very good. Do you sleep with the nightlight? No, I like it totally dark. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Yeah, I try to, unless I like oversleep and it's like 11 o'clock, which honestly that never happens. But yeah, I always try to start my morning with some breakfast. I feel like it helps me going. I have to have a coffee in the morning. It just helps my metabolism go, and it just gets me going. Puts me in a better mood. Plus, I have a thyroid condition, so I have to take my medicine first thing in the morning, an hour before I eat, and if I don't eat, I get really, really sick. So, yes, I do try to eat my breakfast every morning. Do you take any pills or medication daily? I do. I take a pill for hypothyroidism. I also take 2 allergy pills at night, and I'm also on a daily antidepressant. Let's see. What medical conditions do you have? I have hypothyroidism, I have asthma, and seasonal allergies, and I have anxiety and depression. So, how many times have you been to the hospital? Oh gosh, 3, I think. When I had one each when I had the kids, so that's 2, and then I also had my tubes tied, so I wasn't really admitted like overnight. It was like get it done and then go home. So I will say 3 times 2 were like more than one night. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have. I love Finding Nemo. Where do you buy your jeans? The majority of my jeans come from Old Navy. I love me some Old Navy. What's the last compliment you got? I'm sure it was something like you look pretty or something like that. You know, the joys of online dating. I'm sure that was probably something like that. And then lots of inappropriate ones that just gross. People are gross. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? No, I don't ever remember my dreams in the morning, and I honestly don't ever know if I even get into that REM sleep to even have a good dream. What flavored tea do you enjoy? I love me a medicine ball tea. I make a copycat one, which is like a Starbucks drink, and it's mint tea and peach with a little bit of Crystal Light lemonade and some honey. I really like that. I also really like me a passion tea with a little bit of honey. I like sleepy time tea with a little bit of honey. Just a good green tea is really good, like a sweetened green tea. A peach tea. I really like tea as long as it's sweetened. I'm really starting to get more into tea. I love me a chai tea too. Oh, they're so good. Chai tea latte, that's like my drink of choice when I go to Starbucks. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Oh my gosh. At least 30. I don't know. So many. I love me some shoes, and I love me some clothes, and I love makeup. So I have so much of all of that stuff. What religion will you raise your children to practice? We are Christian, but I'm not real strict on it. That's all I'm going to say about that. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I think I was like 10, and I ruined it for both of my sisters. So I was one of those kids. Why do you have a Tumbler? I don't have a Tumbler. I don't even know what that is. What is a Tumbler? I assume it's like a social media thing, but I don't have one. So that's the last question. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me. Those were fun to do. I don't think I've answered questions. A lot of those I haven't ever answered before, so I love me a good tag. Feel free to hop on and do this if you are wanting to share a little bit about yourself. If you have any questions you would like to ask, leave them down below. I think that's pretty much it. Have a great Sunday. I'm going to go have a nice dinner with my parents and just chillax because I have to work tomorrow. So have a great Sunday. Bye.